Hi, welcome back to Turf Talk, Kentucky Derby edition. I'm joined by clocker extraordinaire Gary Young. I'm James Scully, and we're going to do our give Gary's Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks picks. But before I get to that, Gary, any thoughts on today's training session?
There really wasn't many negatives. The horses that I am going to be picking pretty much all looked okay out there. There wasn't any knocks I could have on any of them, but there was no change in my opinion off today's training session either.
All right, well, let's start with the Kentucky Oaks tomorrow on Friday, $1 million, 143rd running. Who are you picking in the Kentucky Oaks?
That would be Paradise Woods. I think she's a very good filly. Ironically, it looked like California had a lock on this race a couple months ago, and then Unique Bella went down, and she stepped up.
Right.
She's always trained like a very good filly. I was shocked when she got beat the first time out, but you know, a lot of really good horses, especially in the past in California, have gotten beat first time out.
Right.
Arrowgate,
Unique Bella,
American Pharaoh, even going back to Sunday Silence and AP Indian,
right,
and some of those horses. A lot of the better horses that have came out of California have been beat on debut in their careers, but I couldn't believe Paradise Wood got beat first time out. She really didn't have much of an excuse, but she came back and won like I thought she would the second time. And then in her Santa Anita Oaks, which they weren't even planning on running in until they heard Unique Bella was not going to be running in the race, she just kicked butt.
Oh, I mean, brilliant performance.
That race was over halfway around the clubhouse turn. It was, you know, I've witnessed her workouts on video since the race, and they've been awesome. You know, she doesn't really need to be on the lead, and she showed that in one of the work since the race, but there is, especially from the inside, from her post-position draw, that she will be on the lead, and I don't think it really matters. I really think that she's going to win this race. You're not going to need a Brinks truck to take the money out of here.
Right. 5-2 on the morning line, and
she's probably going to be less than that.
Right.
You know,
well, she really fills a void after with Songbird and Unique Bella earlier this year being such brilliant 3-year-old fillies and both not making it to the Kentucky Oaks. It's neat to have an exciting performer like her here.
It is. It is. I mean, I'm sure it doesn't comfort Hollendorfer and Mike Smith too much, because they thought that they were looking at a literal lock on this race the last couple of years. But yeah, it does. It's nice to have a filly in the race that could be the next. You know, she could be by the end of the year. I mean, if horse racing gets lucky, you could have Songbird, Unique Bella, and Paradise Woods running against each other later in the year, and
Stellar Wind.
And Stellar Wind, yeah. I mean, so don't want to leave her out. I mean, that could make for one heck of a matchup later on in the year.
All right, so Paradise Woods, a solid Kentucky Oaks pick. Let's turn to the Kentucky Derby on Saturday, 1.25 miles. 143rd running of it, $2 million race. Who is your top pick in the Kentucky Derby, Gary?
I'm going to go with Irish Warcry. I am. You know, I've only saw his last work on video, but I thought it was terrific. His first day galloping here, he was a little stirred up, and he tossed his head a little bit, not bad, but his 2 days since then, he's been very, very relaxed. He's galloped like a soldier. He's walked off the track as if he owns the place.
Oh yeah, tail swishing. You
know, just like, okay, I'm here for a reason, and I know why I'm here. I'm going to go with him. My two underneath horses, I always need to find a long shot because that's just what I do, and I think Tappert's going to run a good race.
That's interesting.
If the folks out there want a 15 or 20 to 1 shot instead of a 6 to 1 shot or something, that would be who I'd recommend. I think this horse has given every indication that he is going to run like he did at Tampa and not like he did at Keeneland.
So he's going to bounce back off that performance.
I do believe so. And
then who's your other horse underneath of Irish Warcry?
McCracken. McCracken is he's 3 for 3 on this racetrack, and he's a happy horse right now. I do think, you know, providing he handles all the intangibles, I do think he's going to run to the best of his ability. and he would be the third horse that I would mention as far as the Run for the Roses.
All right. Well, I mean, we have really appreciated it. Got some great insight all week from Gary Young, and best of luck to you this weekend with your selections, and we really appreciate everything you've offered, and look forward to seeing you next year.
Well, thank you for having me. This is about the only place you'd want to be here if you're an American racing fan this time of year.
Absolutely. It is the biggest race of the year, so we're looking forward to the biggest weekend of the year for horse racing. So, all right, well, this is Turf Talk from Churchill Downs. Thanks for joining us, and best of luck to you this weekend in the Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks.
Good luck, everybody.